right, are we ready to go? Testing the microphone. Should be alright. Looks pretty good. What happened to my music? I turned it off. Damn. Hello. Let's skip ahead a little bit. There we go. Hello and welcome back to HODL Harmony, where the beat of the blockchain meets the rhythm of riches. Are you riding this crypto wave with me? Who am I anyway? I am Tom Durante, the maestro. I need my thingy. Coming at you live. I am a crypto enthusiast who got into this wild world back in 2020 with just a GPU mining rig and a burning passion for passive income. I'm bullish on Bitcoin and Cardano and Midnight, but I also like taking profits. You see Bitcoin, Cardano, and Midnight. And I also like taking profits with other coins when the opportunity presents itself. And it hasn't been lately, so we've just been chilling. I'm just riffing. I don't have my script up in front of me right now, so it's somewhere over here. With my background in music, that means I play music. And with my music in the background, that means there's music playing right now. I don't even have my overlay up. There we go. I bring a unique vibe, certainly unique. A unique vibe to breaking down this crypto economy. Think of it as a soundtrack to your hodling journey. Come here for videos. I'm going to try and get on here every day at 12:30. Just for a little bit, we're going to pop in, pop out, and just say what's going on today. Practical crypto tips. Man, where's my script? I think I have it in a note. But come here for daily videos on all kinds of fun stuff. Let me riff for a second while I pull this thing up. I'm not riffing. I'm just standing here. That's not it. Anyway, daily videos, market updates. Wallet guys, keep your coins safe. Stories from my ongoing mining journey. I do know the script. Damn it. And practical crypto tips. I may be a few years ahead of you on your journey, but I am no expert. I'm just passionate. So as always, remember, do your own research, and none of this constitutes financial advice. I would advise you to go find a financial advisor, and good luck with that, with one who wants to know about crypto. But I think maybe in the next few years, they'll start taking off. What if I started having some coffee? It's a beautiful day out here in Florida. Sun is shining. It's like 80 something degrees. What is it? 80 degrees right now. Anyway, we're having a great time. I'm going to try not to do that little click thing. But anyway, here we go. We're going to get in. I've got a midday check-in for you. This is 21. Okay. So let's see what we got here. So this midday check-in, HODL Harmony fam, the top, and I've redesigned it a little bit. We've got everything news-wise and movers-wise is out of the top 100. We have the Guess the Crypto project out of the bottom 100, the bottom 50 to 100. And we've got some other things. Oop, there I go again. And a technique of the day, a technical analysis technique of the day. We got a lot of value coming at you here for free. And all I ask of you is a couple of things. Number 1, hit that like button. Number 2, smash the subscribe. Number 3, poke the notification bell. So you get, poke the notification bell. So you get notified whenever I put out new content. And number 4, share the show with literally everyone that you know. That'll help us grow for sure. Let's get into it. Because the only other thing you got to do is stay hydrated because your body's mostly water. All right, enough of that. Let me see. Can I open up? I need to open up this whole file. I can never see the entire file. Now I can. 34-inch monitor. I can see it all. All right, let me get through this here. Today is April 21st. Hope you are feeling well. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you're gonna have a great day. And I hope that this show will continue to be a part of it. as we move through the years and the days and whatnot. Okay, so midday, where are we at? Midday check-in. Okay, single name volatility is still extreme. We're seeing risk rotate fast on security and policy headlines. So today is a selection and risk management market. Sorry, I was moving things. All right, so our headlines, breaking headlines today, we have 5 of them. The Kelp DAO exploit fallout remains active with follow on laundering and recovery headlines and ecosystem response updates. That's a big deal. I meant to watch it last night. I'm actually probably going to watch it here as I get off and go do my workouts and exercise and then get into my sauna, which is back here. Awesome. Highly recommend. Charles had a video. Charles Hoskinson had a video talking about the Kelp DAO. So this has got to be a big deal. People are talking about it. So here I am reporting on it, just mentioning it at least. So I'm going to watch that video from Charles and see what it's really all about. All right, number 2, regulatory race in Europe is in focus as major financial firms push to fast-track DLT-related frameworks. I need more information about this. I need like a little blurb, little sentence telling me what it's all about. Let me know if you agree in the comments. Okay, number 3, stablecoin and payment rails narrative continues with fresh payments infrastructure headlines. Quantum risk discussion is back in the spotlight for major chains and custody and security planning. Macro and geopolitics still feed intraday risk swings, including the Hormuz-related scam and security reporting. So, you know, what we could do is, like, if you're watching here and you see something or you hear one of those reports and you're like, I would like to know more about that, let me know and I'll pull it up. But I'm going to rely on the chat for that. So I want people to be engaging. You got to be here. You got to be engaging. So other than that, I'm just going to read these little headlines and I'm going to move on. Let's see. I got to make sure to pull up my charts for a minute so we can take a quick look at that. All right, anyway, I'll pull that up in a minute. Our market snapshot as of probably just a few minutes, maybe a half an hour before I went live here. Bitcoin is looking at 75. Let me pull this chart up, which is what I was just doing. Okay, so Bitcoin is at 76,000 right now. Are we breaking something? Are we going up? What's going on? Yeah, I'm looking at some big green candles here. Let's see if I can swap over here. Do just a quick market update. Oh, the music. There you go. Okay. Got a lot of moving parts here. Okay, look at that. There we go. Okay, so you can see what I'm talking about now. All right, cool. So we are looking at $76,000 Bitcoin. We're not yet to a new hour, but we got some volatility going on. So we're looking at $76,000 Bitcoin. Let's just look here. You know what we could do? Let's go. Let's look at all of them. I'll just pull it up right here. Okay, and we've got, because what else is in my snapshot? Yeah, all the top ones here. So we got ETH. Can I just get prices? Where's my dashboard? There's my dashboard. And where's the top prices here? Market, spot, market. What are we looking at? That's what I wanted. Okay, here we go. So Ethereum, we're looking at 2317, so it's gone up a little bit since my report. XRP is at 143, which is dead smack where it was in my report. Solana is $86, a little bit up from there in my report. So over 24 hours, Bitcoin is pretty flat. Yeah, everything's pretty flat. Not even 1% up on any of them. And ADA is 24 cents. Everything's pretty flat over the day. So that's what happens. It happens. You get used to it. All right. Our top 5 gainers for today, the last 24 hours. Meme Core is ranked 17. Meme Core is up, wow, 46% on the week, 15% in the day. This is telling me 20%. So just different numbers. Okay, and then JST, Just Coin, is up 9%, ranked 85. Monero, ranked 18. Oh, dropped a little bit. Monero XMR up 5%, right? 5% up on the week and on the day. And then what else do we got? We have Aave 55, rank 55, up almost 5%, 4.5%. And Toncoin, rank 33, up 4.33%. Okay, our top 5 losers. Dexa, ranked 97, down almost 13%. Canton, ranked 21, down 4.25%. Provenance, we talked about that yesterday, I think, ranked 90, down 3%. Athena, that's a pretty name, ranked 71, down 2.9%. And Pi Network, I do have some Pi Network. I was mining that on my old phone. Haven't been doing that in a while. Ranked 49, down 2.5%. All right, interesting. So yesterday it taught us about the breadth and the sentiment, and now it's giving us a report on the breadth and the sentiment. Giving you a report that my coffee is delicious. It's a big cup of espresso. I only have one coffee a day usually, and it's a mug full of espresso. I made it a little bit of a lungo today. I was trying to take some pictures and I was like, oh, it's still coming out, so I need to shut that off. But yeah, so it's a little bit of a lungo. It's like 2-3 shots, and then I dump some creamer in there, half and half. So good. Don't forget the butter. Keeps you going. All right, so now we have a breadth and sentiment report on the top 100 here. So out of the top 100, there are 62 advancers, 35 decliners, and 3 unchanged. We are in a 33. The fear and greed is a 33, in fear still, but it's coming up. I remember it was 29. Market cap share, 57% Bitcoin, 10% ETH, and 7% USDT. Okay, that's 60, 70. Yeah, and then a bunch of other stuff, I guess. All the altcoins would take up. Okay, so 60, basically 60, 70, 77%. So 13% for the altcoins, basically. All right. We don't have anybody chatting, but I will give you. I forgot to ask it to be better with the clues, so I'll just read them. The clues today. The crypto trivia project is ranked in the 90s today. So from 50 to 100, it's in the 90s. You know what? That narrows it down to 10 at least. In the 90s. I was born in the late 80s, but I was growing up in the 90s. So the 90s was great. Anyway. Okay, it's one of the most volatile names this week in the 50 to 100 ranked sector. All right. So the technique of today, because remember what I want to do is we're right about here. We're right about 18 minutes. We're looking pretty good. What I want to do today and going forward is learn a little bit with you live on stream about technical analysis. It's something I would like to learn more about, and I'm sure it's something that you guys would like to learn more about. Okay, so today's TA technique of the day is volume confirmation on breakouts. That's good. I hear people talking about that a lot, so let's learn together what it is. A breakout is only considered high quality if price pushes through a key level and in bold, trading volume is clearly above recent average. Ooh, got a nice pump. Oh yeah, remember these are 5-minute candles. I forgot I was on the 5-minute. Okay, so we need to turn on a volume. So I'm going to turn off market cipher for right now. Come on, baby. Turn off. Let's get a volume going here. I love it when there's no volume. Maybe it's just that indicator of net volume. What is going on? Why is there no volume data? This is why I've taken it off of my chart, because it was just giving me that error. Weird. I would like to see volume. Okay, well, let me finish reading here, and then we'll see if we can figure that out. All right, so why volume confirmation on breakouts matters. Price can briefly poke above resistance on thin liquidity and then fall, aka a fake out. Strong volume shows broader participation and gives the breakout a higher chance of continuation. Okay, so it's giving me an example of how to teach it live in 30 seconds. So I'm just going to read through this and then we'll see if I can figure out where to find some volume to look at. It used to be on my chart, so I don't know what's going on. So how to teach it live in 30 seconds. So I'm going to identify a clear level, recent swing high or resistance, wait for candle close above it, confirm volume is materially above the recent baseline, no volume confirmation, treat it as suspect, reduce size, or wait. Okay, so if you're watching a breakout and you want to see whether it's good or not, see if that volume is consistent with what it's been. Is it breaking out? Is it lower? Something like that. So those are your clues. Now let me see if I can get a volume thing up here. I don't understand. Maybe it's no volume data on this symbol. Maybe I'm using the wrong Bitcoin symbol. Let's go to, I don't know, Kraken, I guess. Let's see what we get. Maybe it's just my symbol is the wrong symbol. Yep, okay. I'm looking at the wrong Bitcoin, folks, apparently. I don't know. I like when it says crypto, it's like a crypto, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, I'm going to trust Kraken because I'm here in the US and yeah, I can't use any exchanges, basically. None. And I think Kraken is a US-based exchange. So we're looking at volume. Like I said, I want to go to higher time frames so I can see what's going on. Okay. So just looking at this chart that I have pulled up here, we start to see like a level. Let me go further out. Higher time frames are your friend. Okay. Okay, so this would be like a low average. This would be like a high average. I'm just working with my line here. So like these right here, this is kind of like your median, right? Your median range. So what you want to see is a consistent growth pattern or a consistent level, right? Like I'm pointing at the screen, but you can't see. This one here, it's poking up way above all the rest of them, right? So it says a breakout A price can briefly poke above resistance on thin liquidity and then fall, right? So just like that, boom, that's considered thin liquidity, because everything else here is, you see pump, and then it starts to work itself out, and then one last like push, and that, that looks a little suspect. If that continued and there were more of these, then yeah, maybe, and they got bigger and bigger and bigger, then that's a pump. Let's go back historical analysis wise and look at when we were actually pumping. So where are we at? August. Yeah, these are like some legit pumps. And conversely, we could look at some legit dumps. You can see, look at that. So this is a big dump right here, and it's consecutively getting bigger and bigger with the red, right? So this is our baseline, something like this, and that's going way, way, way above it, but it's sustained, right? These are sustained. Let's find some sustaining pumps. Okay, look at this. At least two were on a 4-day candle. So that means, 4-hour candle. So that means over the course of 8 hours, it consistently pumped. That's great. Okay, and it does, it does kind of peter out a little bit. So it's not just always straight up like the price should be. But yeah, you see sustained volume. And so this is all we're doing, is we're learning. We're looking at the charts. We're saying, I'm looking back here. This is last summer, 2025. So this is when we were having some euphoria and things were great and price was happening. Like, look at this run. What is that? Bottom of that to here. And I missed it just a little bit, but we're looking at 9% up. What is this? I guess 9% gain over 3 days and 4 hours. That's cool. And the volume, yeah, it was pretty sustained. So that's what we're looking at. You're looking at a pump that is sustained with volume, or a dump. Like if you're shorting the market, you're looking at a dump that is sustained by volume. So that is that. I hope that you learned something from that. That's pretty cool. Let's go back here. So now we have another tool in our toolbox. When we're looking and we see, oh, I see a big rig candle. Is it sustained? And for me, the other one that I really like to look at is this. Let me go back to my chart, but I'm going to save this one if I can. Bookmark it. Let's see if I can save it. Kraken. I may be out of. Oh no, okay. Okay, so we'll save that. Put that on the top so we know that's the one. The other thing I like to look at is the market cipher stuff. I've gotten really used to seeing this market cipher and just watching it like this, and this is what I show on the 24-hour live stream. So what I'm looking at here, let's make it a little bit better. Okay, I'm looking at these waves down at the bottom. This stuff is all very interesting, and like I told you, the one thing I do understand is that when it goes below this, it wants to come back to it and above it, and when it gets above it, it wants to go back down to below it, or to it. And so that's just things returning to equilibrium, basically. That's how that works. That's just nature, as I said the other day. So what I'm looking at here is like waves in the ocean, okay? And so you can see when they are big, it's a big movement. This is also kind of volume related, I think. But I like to see the candles too. But this is easy to watch. When it hits a red, it usually comes back to a green. And it's an oscillator. It turns back and forth. If you don't know what an oscillator is, something that rotates or spins or goes back and forth. Oscillators are how a lot of electronic musical instruments make their sound and things like that. But it's just going back and forth, around and around, something like that. So that's what it does. It goes back and forth, and you can see we've got some volume coming in, and it's sustaining, and that sort of stuff. So that's what you're looking at there. All right. Any questions? Drop them in the comments. That is that. Let's move on. Let's see how we're doing. Okay, we're right about time. Right about where I want to be. That's what I like. All right. So let's do it. Let's go over here. Just a brief look over here at the dashboard. Just want to take some daily check-ins. Okay. Now, inflows here in our spot ETF. That's what we were looking at a little bit yesterday. I think it was right here. 16, what are we at? 17, what is? Okay. Somehow these must be delayed or something. I don't know how this works, but this is showing me data for the 17th. We got quite a big inflow. 17, 18, 19. Yeah, that's Friday. So we should be getting data. I mean, we're Tuesday now, so I don't know why this stuff isn't updated. I don't know. I don't know how this works. You can see our price, 75. Oops. Fear and greed. We are rapidly coming out of fear and greed, which is great. Fear. We're rapidly coming out of fear and greed. Okay, both of them gone completely. So that's good. You have no more to worry about fear. You have nothing to fear but greed itself, or something like that. In history class, I was too busy looking at the maps, but I did listen. All right, so hash rate, like I said, I like to look at this stuff. I've got a bunch of miners mining away, trying to get my block. Okay, let's take a look here at one thing before we go, because it's telling me, to dig a little deeper here. So on the X segment, it says search kelp DAO. So I'm going to do that. And let's just kind of look. I won't say anything. All right, let's do a little look here at what is going on. Kelp DAO. Boom. See what's happening. Okay, see? Boom. Kelp DAO hack. So that's I can see it broadcasting live from wherever he is today. So I'm gonna watch that when I get off here. Damn, $300 million gone. Aave wasn't hacked. Linda does some great stuff. If you need to follow her if you don't follow her. Yeah, DeFi. So, I've stayed pretty much clear of DeFi, okay? Just so you know. And these are reasons why. It's just, what are you even getting into? Do you even know what you're getting into? And especially if you're working on Ethereum. I've been putting on some fun shirts here since I'm, changing it up, doing every day and things like that. But I do, like I said, I'm looking in my closet through all my fun shirts, and I'm seeing I do have some Ethereum shirts. I was into Ethereum, but I'm into Ethereum Classic because I was a miner. I was mining Ethereum. So when ETH went from proof of work to proof of stake, I went to Ethereum Classic and I started mining Ethereum Classic. So that's where I went. So I support Ethereum Classic. But yeah, so people were signing away liquidity and then finding out years later that that permission that they gave the wallet was still valid. Okay, when you're signing up with these, I've been working a lot with AIs, and you hook them up to things with an API key. Now you set your API key to expire after it's a permission. So once you set it up, you don't need to have access to it anymore. It's set up. So you only need it to be available as long as you need to get it set up, and then you're done. So this is very concerning. One of the biggest DeFi hacks of 2026. Here's what just happened. Okay, 116,000. So RSETH bridge. Okay, so I don't even know what is going on basically, but it's Ethereum based. And that's all you need to know. It's a hack. I hope none of you got caught up in it. Okay. All right, so I'm going to do some more research on this stuff. That's probably the biggest thing going on because it keeps telling me that this is what is going on, so that's what it is. All right, so here we are heading down a little bit. It is 1 p.m. I am going to call it a day. I hope you had some fun. This has been great. I'm going to come on and do what I can do. And you just come on and check it out. Stop by for the vibes. stop by for whatever. Thank you for being here. Hope you enjoyed. Like I said, there's a couple things that I'll ask of you if you want to help out the channel in our mission of growth. Number 1, hit that like button. Number 2, smash the subscribe. Number 3, poke the notification bell so you get notified whenever I put out new content. And number 4, share the show with everyone you know. That'll help us grow for show. Thank you. Thank you for being here. And if you want to help out humanity in our mission of evolution, there's a couple things that I will ask of you. Number 1, be kind to yourself. The person in the mirror is truly the only person who should matter most to you. Number 2, be respectful of other people even if you think they don't deserve it. Trust me, it's a good idea. Number 3, be honorable to all earthlings, big and small. We're all on this earth together, this living spaceship flying through space. Take care of each other. Be excellent to each other. Be excellent. That's what I'll do. Instead of be kind, be excellent to all earthlings, big and small. And number 4, the most important thing. Your body is mostly water. Get your daily dose and stay hydrated. I'm sitting here by my window, looking out among the nature that I see outside, the trees, the water, the sky. Reminds me, the sunshine, reminds me that you also do need to get outside in the sun. Touch grass. It's grounding. Okay, so if you are barefoot in the grass, you actually discharge negative energy. So try it out and get in the sun, because vitamin D is really good for you. So if you've done all those things, and I know you haven't, there's only one thing left for you to do. For the multiverse, for the universe, for the galaxy, for the solar system, for the planet. And I don't have any more reverb on here, so I can't turn off the reverb. For your country, your community, your city, your block, your house, your street, your room. The most important thing that you should do for yourself and everybody else who was included in all of those places is have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.